Today we are talking all about tretinoin. I'm going to be giving you all the information that you need to get started, and I also have a few tips on how you can keep it from peeling and getting dry. So let's get started. Hello everyone, I'm Jodylynn and welcome to Aging Naturally, where we are transforming the way that we define aging with no Botox, fillers, or plastic surgery, and I bring you cleaner, cruelty-free products. This is my second episode to my skincare series. I've already done a beginner's skincare guide, so go ahead and check that information out in the product description. And make sure that you hit subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you do not miss my mid-level and advanced level skincare videos. Let's talk about what tretinoin is. It is a retinoic acid. It comes in a tube like this, and you can only get it from your dermatologist. It is a vitamin A derivative. It is usually prescribed to help treat acne, and it does a wonderful job at that. That is how I originally started with it, is because I had really bad hormonal acne, which I will show you pictures in just a moment. And it did a great job at clearing that up. It can also help improve hyperpigmentation, dark spots, as well as improve the appearance of your fine lines. It truly is the holy grail of anti-aging. Let's talk about the strengths of these vitamin A derivatives. So probably many of you have seen retinols over the counter and moisturizers and eye creams. Retinol is not as strong as retinoic acid. So there's three different kinds of vitamin A derivatives. You have retinol esters, which are going to be the least strong. Then you have your retinols, which is what you see over the counter, moisturizers, eye creams, and then you have retinoic acid, which is what you get by the dermatologist. The retinol cream, very effective, it definitely is, but the retinoic acid is definitely going to be more effective because of its strength. So if you're looking at strength and comparing strength levels, if you see retinol in a product and it says it has 1% retinol, this would say 0.025 retinoic acid. That is still going to be much stronger than the 1% retinol. These also have different levels of strength when you go to get this from your dermatologist. They come in strengths 0.025, 0.05, and 0.1. The 0.025 is usually prescribed to help treat acne, and then the higher that you get also is where you're going to see anti-aging preparations, as far as starting to see improvement in those dark spots, hyperpigmentation, and your fine lines. Oh, your skin cells already are naturally turning over. However, retinoids are characteristic, which means that they are accelerating that process. So the skin cells are getting rid of those dead skin cells quicker and faster. Let's talk about who should not use tretinoin. So if you have a really super sensitive skin, I would say that that's probably not going to be good for you. Also, if you're pregnant and if you have eczema, it does show that it's not really good for eczema. Just let your doctor know, and obviously your dermatologist is going to know if it's going to be a good fit for you or not. Let's talk about some of the side effects that can happen with a tretinoin. Your face can appear more red, more dry, photosensitivity. It can also peel. However, I do have a great routine that I think that you're going to find very helpful that will minimize all of those things, except for photosensitivity, which is why you're going to want to wear a sunscreen. So let's talk about how you use it. You put just a pea-size amount on your finger. I usually put it together, and then I put a dot here, and then I like to go on my hormonal acne, and then right here, and then right here. And then you go ahead and you rub it in. I don't like to put tretinoin on this part of my skin. I find it to be even really dry and more peely on this side of the skin. And then I also don't like to use it under my eyes. The under eye area is super sensitive, and your skin is actually even more thin under this area. So I did try it for about a week at the 0.025 strength, and I just looked like I was about 10 years older after a week, and I thought, I'm not going through that. So Some people can get away with using it and they just love it, but it just does not work for me. Instead, I use a Retinol Moisturizer for under my eyes, and I use First Aid Beauty that has triple hyaluronic acid, which I just love, and I don't find any peeling or redness, and it just is beautiful. So what you're going to want to do is kind of rub it into your face, and then whatever is left over on the hands, how I do it is just go, and then my nose, and then I put whatever's left over on the brow bone area as well to help prevent hooded eye area. So how often should you use Trinoid? Your dermatologist will let you know, but I started out using it twice a week, and I do suggest starting slow. This is not a quick fix by any means, and actually your skin might get worse, which we'll talk about in just a minute. But consistent use, that's key. Over a period of time, you're going to see amazing results, and after so many, like a year, 2 years, it's just going to improve. So just be patient. I started using it 2 days a week at 0.025 strength level. And after a few weeks, I went to 3 days a week. After a few weeks, I went to 4, and then working my way up to 7 days a week. And then after about 3 months, no, it was 4 months. Yeah, it was 4 months. In April, I started at 0.05. How I kind of started that was like 2 days a week, I do 0.05, and then the rest 0.025 until I got to 0.05 7 days a week. Let's talk about when you can start seeing results. I started getting hormonal acne. It was April of last year. I started getting it all around the chin area. I will go ahead and post some pictures here. And I did not go see my dermatologist until December. I tried everything under the sun, natural products. I just tried everything. Tea tree oil, nothing was working, and I was very frustrated. Went and saw my dermatologist in December. I started Tretinoin beginning of January, and here are some photos beginning of January. It was March, I would say, if you can see here that my face kind of looks a little worse. And I knew that going into it. I knew that that was a possible effect that I could have, but I was going to stick it out because I knew that once I did, I would really like the results. And I did, and I'm glad I did, because it was just up until the end of April that I really started seeing results in my skin, and then it just started getting better after that. So for me, I'd say 2 to 3 months, my skin got worse. 4th, 5th month really started improving. And here are some photos of what my skin is like now. It still has a ways to go, but I am super pleased on the results thus far, because I think, I wonder what it's going to be like next year during this time, and how it's going to improve in a couple of years and 3 years and so on. So really happy with the results thus far. Let's talk about how you can decrease any irritation of the skin when using Tretinoin. So I definitely suggest starting out, 2 days a week, and then gradually increasing up to whatever it is that your doctor prescribes. So after you put on your Tretinoin, what I found to be really helpful is to use a hyaluronic acid serum. This is hyaluronic acid 2% with B5. This is by The Ordinary. This is absolutely wonderful. I love this. You could use others for sure, but this is very reasonably priced at only like $6 or $7. So it's very affordable. This is vegan, cruelty-free. What hyaluronic acid does is its main function is to retain water. So it helps to keep your skin hydrated. So using this on top of your Tretinoin is going to help prevent it from getting dry, red, and peel. Now you can't just leave this and put nothing else on your skin. You need to always use a moisturizer on top of serums. So if you don't put a moisturizer on top of the hyaluronic acid, it could actually do the opposite effect and your skin can become drier. So you're definitely going to want to put on your moisturizer afterwards. I have recommended some moisturizers in my beginner's skincare video, so you can check those out there. Another thing that you can do also is use your Tretinoin and then use a face mask, but make sure that it is a calming one. I only like to use this one, which is hyaluronic acid and very minimal other ingredients to ensure that there's no other irritations to my skin. So this has no fragrance. This is cruelty free. I absolutely love these. I will go ahead and put these down in the description box below. But again, these can get pretty pricey as they're about, $1 a piece. So, but in the beginning you might want to use this, and then as you feel a little bit more comfortable, maybe go to this. It's up to you. Both of them I found to be very, very helpful to lessen the irritation of my skin. It is really important that you are using a sunscreen during the day. So we're not using this during the day, we are using this in the evening. And however, your skin is accelerating those skin cells, like I said, which makes your skin a lot less raw. And it even comes prescribed saying that you do need to wear a sunscreen during the day. Make sure that you do. I really suggest, if you cannot be consistent with wearing a sunscreen, do not use any retinol products at all or any vitamin A derivatives at all. Because the sun can cause more irritation. You're done just wasting your money and it's not doing what it's supposed to do, and you could potentially harm your skin because of the sun. So just don't do it unless you can be consistent with your sunscreen. I have recommended some sunscreens that wear very well under foundations in my beginner's skincare video. So that is all the information I have for you on Tretinoin. I hope that you found this helpful. If you did, please go ahead and give it a like. Make sure that you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you do not miss my upcoming videos, because I'm going to be talking about mid-level skincare and advanced level skincare. And I hope that you have a fabulous day. Until next time.